Welcome to Aman Gill Show. Today I'm going to do a little bit something different. Usually you always see me here in my living room interviewing other people. But today I'm going to take you behind the scenes, the inspiration of putting this area together for my interviews and how they are conducted, and behind the scenes what I do to make my living space into my work studio, but then it's my family space when I'm not working. So come on in, I'll show you certain things what I do. So this is my living area. Now there's a difference between, I find for myself, home and a house. For me, home is where my family is, where my loved one is, where I spend most of the time. But house is when I'm working, because it has to be clean, it has to be organized, and it has to look, sometimes I call it a magazine perfect. It is a creativity that I enjoy behind the scenes. That's my way of doing things when I am not working full time or I'm not with the children. That's my way of losing myself into creativeness of me. It's not something I knew that I had that creativeness, but it did come out when I had little children. I would stay home and I started getting into decorating. And I do wanted to share, just because I got so many compliments always, that why don't you showcase your home? Why are you not showing what you do? And I always felt hesitant, just because it was not me that I wanted to show, just because that was my place, my space. But you know what? I'm going to share it. This is my space. My husband and I, we built this house almost 8 years ago, and this is our first build, and we both enjoyed building our house. It is something beyond what my imagination could have asked for. For that, I'm very grateful and thankful for what I end up being and how everything just worked out when you leave it to universe. Certain things are not controlled. So those are the inspirations I talk about in my talks when I'm doing interviews or I'm posting anything on Instagram. So this is how I use my creativity in this living room. Dual function. So this couch, I have a dual function for this. Now, keeping in mind the budget, the colors, and the need of it, what I needed, because this is the only couch, big one, that I have in my house. So what I meant by dual function, when we built this couch, I wanted a low sitting couch that actually, if I have company over or we're standing around, somebody's sitting on the couch, you can still use the backrest or the side rest as a sitting area. The other one was the colors of it. You wanted a neutral color. So my main thing was neutral color, kind of, if I wanted to change the decor, it kind of goes with it. So I found this couch, not as exact same, a little bit of look of this couch in a magazine. I love the tufted, but I know their back was very high. But then I saw a plain couch, the back was very low. So I kind of took inspiration from 3-4 different couches and kind of created another couch for myself that fits right in our area. The fabric we used on this is washable. So you remember when I built this house probably 8 years ago, my kids were 6 and 8, and they were still in that age where they're running around and jumping. So these are washable fabric, so I have washed it so many times. And the other little hint that I like to share with you, to give the couch a long life, what I did, you can go to Home Depot or anywhere, I actually got plywood cut in and put it right underneath my cushions. It saves the couch's springs, and if your kids are jumping on top of the couches, you will not be worried that they will wear out and you have to replace them soon. That saved my couches. And honestly, that was a tip given to me by my mother-in-law. Now, the other important part of the living room is the carpet. We have hardwood floors, so I like to have an area rug just to give the cozy feeling. When I got this carpet piece, it was actually a friend of mine who loves antiques, and they found this piece from me in Toronto. Antique Persian carpets that was delivered to one of the antique stores in Toronto from Pakistan. I fell in love with this carpet. So this carpet got delivered here, and it has a lot of blues in it. Your carpet and then your decor kind of have to match, go along with it. Because of that, I end up getting these tufted chairs from an second hand, and I got them tufted blue to kind of match the carpet. You have to notice that the blue kind of flows up into my decor. So it has a balance. I have a lot of books. I do read a lot of books, and I sometimes just buy books for decor and pictures. So I use those books that I don't have, just for as a decor. And I can pull them out and I just go through them. And sometimes when you have guests, they will actually pull them out and just look at the pictures. If you notice, at the top of there, I have another book just of the flowers. I change that regularly with the seasons. So kind of bringing the nature from outside to inside just in the paper kind of adds to your decor. There are a lot of pieces in your house that you always want to keep it because they have a sentimental value to you. And they're okay, they're part of your decor. I have a lot of these pieces, the pictures, there are family pictures of my parents who have passed away, the pictures of my in-laws who have passed away. A plant on my left belongs to my in-laws, has been in the family for over 30 years. After they passed away, came to our house. The best spot I could find was right on the top where it will get the full sunlight, and I feel blessed because I feel like they're looking over us. So you can always use the sentimental value decor or pieces that are passed on to you from your family to family, or they mean something to you in the decor, and that just adds a character to the decor. That's actually a conversation piece. Thank you for watching. Leave a note in the comments. I would love to hear from you. To find links and additional resources from the show, visit amangill.com. To see what I am up to, connect with me on Instagram at amangillshow. Until then, never give up and stay inspired.